How's everybody doing? My name is John Freeman. I'm the owner of the Freebook Network. I want you guys to know that we have spent 13 years building this network, and it is officially online. Um, that being said, we have our ambassador program online, and we're looking for people who are eager to start learning something new and grow revenue doing it. Um, our ambassador program is a sort of reseller that allows you to become a brand holder of the Freebook Network. And in case you guys don't know what the Freebook Network is, it is a multi platform internet technology solution. When I first started building this, I left Facebook for a lot of reasons. I used to work at Facebook, I was a coder engineer. Um, Most of the biggest reason I walked away is because Mark thinks he's a god. Thinks he's so smart that he's a god. His mentality is he owns Facebook. Everybody in the world has Facebook. Therefore, he owns the world and he is God. Um, and I don't agree with that mentality. I don't think he is God. I think he's just a glorified owner of a pretty big network. So I started building it. It originally started off as a social network. And I realized if you're going to compete with big tech by providing a non-political network, you got to compete with all of it, not just one little area. And people are like, well, don't you already have that? Yeah, you got a lot of that going on, but they're only competitors to one side. They're not building an entire network. So I had this idea of taking everything people love about the internet and putting it under one big network. And it's a network that doesn't sell or market your information like Google or Facebook does. They got rich by supplying your tracked information to marketers and government. And personally, people don't like being tracked. So when you represent the Freebook Network, it is a free network, open to everybody. And we don't take political sides. We don't take any kind of political sides. We don't even take a political stance. Technology and politics should not be together. Because at the end of the day, the computer doesn't care what your political opinion is. And everybody has a voice on our network. We're not far right, we're not left, we're none of that. We simply are Freebook. And that is what you're going to represent. You have your right to religious freedom, political opinion. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what anybody should think. At the end of the day, your voice is your voice, and you have a right to it, whether anybody questions that or not. And that is what the Freebook Network is. It is a network where everybody is heard. And currently, we have a search engine, a video sharing network, a social network. Our search engine has over 700 billion search results, and it took me 5 years of crawling Google, Bing, Yahoo, Alta Vista, Dogpile. I don't know if you guys remember that one from the 90s. I crawled that one, Mojeek, Start Page, and several other networks around the globe just to be able to make sure that this thing was properly aggregated. And that being said, I want people to know that this network is 100% independent. I did not build an API, and whenever you search the search engine, you're pulling results from Google. I don't do that. I built my own index off of their index by using their APIs to crawl and compile our own index. Once the API was fully crawled, it basically pulled all the results down and builds its own index off those results. And whenever you search, you're searching off of our index, not theirs. So that's how that works. And we invite people to become a part of the new ambassador program. And this summer, I'm going to hit it hard here in Springfield. Yes, the company was registered in Miami, Florida. People are like, if your company's in Miami, why are you here in Springfield? Because I also own Springfield Daily News, Springfield Broadcasting, Springfield Business Review, and the Springfield Thrifty Nickel. And I am in a point right now where I'm deciding whether I want to sell those assets or keep them. Some people I work with who do the Morning Crankers comedy tour think I should keep it. And I'm going to go ahead and take Jeremy's advice on that and do so. So that being said, we're going to keep that. And as soon as I find some people to take over Springfield Daily News, I'm going to be looking to move back to Miami and start doing things there. But for the duration of the summer of this year, I'm going to hit it hard. And we're going to get as many people as we can to become ambassadors of the Freebook Network, particularly the cloud. Now, our Freebook Cloud hosting network is online. It's fully up and running. As of today, it's 100% up and running. We have our own control panel, our own web hosting network. And we originally built it to host Freebook itself. But since we have so many resources at our disposal, I think it's time to start sharing some of those resources with you guys. So we have 500 million servers set up to resell. And when you become a reseller, you'll get access to as an agent on the chat system, you'll become ready for that, where you can answer chats. So when people click on the chat box, the bottom right hand page, whoever's available to answer that chat will handle that chat. And when you answer that chat and you talk to these people and they buy a server, and you can give them a discount on the server. So they'll buy it and you'll get 50% commission. So let's say hypothetically you sell it for $180, which is the normal rate. You're going to get a $90 commission off that sale. And 90 times 500 million, that's our growth revenue. That's how much money you can be making in this, along with everybody else. Now, if they buy the server on the regular landing page, you won't get commission on that. You will only get commission if they buy it through your affiliate link. And that's how that works. So you'll be able to sell that. You'll be able to sell ad revenue. You can sell ads on Freebook Social. You can sell ad space on Freebook Video. You can even, if you want, sell ad space here in Springfield on the Springfield Daily News if you want. We're looking for people with marketing skills who own independent marketing agencies, particularly affiliate marketers. Affiliate marketers are a growth industry nowadays, and people who are in affiliate marketing seem to want to jump on ideas like this. But there's a few reseller companies out there who do something similar, like HostWinds. But the way they're set up, it's ridiculous. You can't make any commission on what they sell. I mean, you could resell their hosting, which is like $11. You could upsell it for a couple bucks, but you're only making a $2 commission on their systems. Ours, you're making $90 commission on the sale. And these people out there who want better hosting. We don't use cPanel or Plesk or any of those other ones. We use our own. We call it Centaura Control Panel. That's how that works. And when you log in, you click Access Centaura CP and take you right to the control panel. And you can log into your server, and it looks similar to cPanel, very similar. It's got a futuristic blue background, very, very bluish, futuristic purple layout to it. And our network is growing. And I'd like to invite people to be a part of this. But just remember, we have strict requirements. One, you have to be a U.S. resident. We don't check citizenship or report your sales. That's your job to report your to the IRS. We just provide the service. You guys report your own taxes. In our eyes, it's a cash-based business. You'll have to be located in the U.S. We want people with at least 2 years marketing. And if you have any questions about this, you can call my office at 877-990-9397. My extension is 101. Or you can email me at ceo@freebookweb.com. FREEBOOKWEB.com. CEO at. And I will be more than happy to answer your questions. I really look forward to seeing how many people want to be a part of this new venture, because I'm not going to let it go for nothing. Facebook and Google have been trying to shut us down for years since I started this. Ever since I left Facebook, Mark has had a grudge against it. And he has yet to be able to shut us down. In fact, we built our own independent layer of the internet on a VPN network. This entire website is hosted over a VPN. Specifically so companies like Google and Facebook cannot take us down. I think it's time people realize that Google has more power over the internet than they should. Nobody should be allowed to have that much power over the internet. For a minute there, Google didn't like our competition, so they put a red banner over the website stating it was a fraudulent website and you're at your own risk, and it was completely false. I had to threaten with a lawsuit to sue Google for them to remove it. And Facebook did the same thing by blocking our website. I had to threaten to sue Mark in order to get him to let it go. And finally, after threatening to sue these people enough times, they decided to stop putting, false banners on our website and blocking it. And when that happened, it made me realize how much power Google really has. Whenever they put that false flag over the website, it went out to multiple security systems. It went out to a Cisco security. It went out to Microsoft Bing, Firefox, and several other companies. And that's all it took, is them entering it into their system for all these other companies to get the false flag, which there was never anything fraudulent about it. They just didn't like the fact that we promoted free speech on both sides. That's it. That's all they cared about, was the fact that we were competition, and that was their way of trying to slow us down. They thought if they did that, we'd give up and shut down. But after 13 years, you can see that the company is still alive and the banners are gone. When we went through hell with them for about 2 years. And then hackers started taking the site down. So we had to implement some serious firewalls, which now they're holding up finally. And one thing I don't like about Google and Facebook is how insecure they are. One time I bought a new phone and got me an Apple, right? Gave me a new number. I installed the Facebook app on it. And I went to log into Facebook, and all of a sudden Facebook, without me even touching the screen, pulled up and says, "I recognize you by your new phone number," which used to belong to some lady. I forget her name now. And then it automatically sent a code to that number and logged itself in under that number without me even touching the screen. All I had to do was open the app, and it did everything by itself. And within under 2 minutes, I had access to somebody else's phone Facebook account, because Facebook automatically recognized that number and logged itself in under that number. And then I had to reach out to that lady. I had to basically post on her wall that Facebook fraudulently gave me access to your account because it recognized the number. And once I did that, I put my phone number in the post. Apparently some of her relatives seen it, told her about it, and she called that number and said, "What's going on?" I said, "Facebook did this automatically. I don't feel right about it because I used to work for Facebook." And she's like, "Thank you. I need to change that. Can you help me recover my password and stuff?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "I'm going to have it changed." And when she changed it in the phone number, it automatically had to send a number to my phone, a code. So I gave that to her, gave her back access to her account. And she said thank you, because anybody else, if it was anybody else in the world, they probably would have stolen the account and did some crazy stuff with it. But you know what? I have to confess, I actually do know her name. I should have said this earlier. I didn't really think of it at the time, but I'm more of a privacy freak, and I don't like giving people's names out. But that same lady that had that issue with me is now a very close friend, and she's one of the first users we have and most contributed users to the Freebook social network. She's a very, very nice lady, in her 60s, I think now, but she's a very awesome person. And that's how I met her. That's how she got introduced to Freebook. It was when Facebook gave me access to her account without her even knowing about it. And that's how insecure Facebook is. And if you get a new phone and your old one breaks, let's say the screen breaks, and you can't do your two-factor authentication, Google will lock you out of your Gmail account because it doesn't recognize the new device, and you can't verify it on your old one. We don't operate like that, guys. We have two-factor authentication, but it sends codes to emails, not to your phone. Phone numbers change, emails don't. That's the flaw in Google and Facebook. And we have done some serious work to eliminate those issues from our network, simply because nobody wants to be kicked around. And it took me a long time to overcome these challenges, but now that they have been overcome and the network has proven its worth and its stability and its security, it is time to get people like you on the Freebook network and become a part of the Freebook network. So affiliate marketers, jump on this opportunity and let's grow. And together we will prove how well and how better this network is over Facebook and Google. And now that we have our own web hosting service, we are better than HostGator and Namecheap and all those others. We are a truly unlimited network. And that's the best part about Freebook is it's a flat rate lifetime service. And I normally was going to promote that as just a New Year's Eve special and only to 1,000 people. But now I'm realizing that people want lifetime service. $180 flat. You'll never have to worry about a bill again. And we will keep you online for life. You sign up during this year. And remember, it goes away. At the January 1st of 26, it will go away. So throughout this year, if you sign up, you'll get lifetime service. And that's where we want to help people, because when you go on Namecheap, for example, which is one of the most popular web hosting services out there, they're a shared service. We are a cloud, not a shared. We are a cloud, unlimited cloud. You go to Namecheap's shared servers. They say they're unlimited, right? But what bothers me about that is they may be unlimited. But what they don't tell you until after you paid for it is that they limit how many files you can have, which is 300,000, which may sound like a lot, but think about it. WordPress without the website is 52,000 files. That's just WordPress installed without your template, without your website being built. That's all that is. People don't realize how many files actually go into a website, and you can fill that 300,000 up really quickly. And I don't like the fact that they mislead you like that. Then you go to HostGator, which has been around since like 96. And the biggest package their shared server has a storage capacity of 50 gigs. My phone has more than 50 gigabytes on it. That's unacceptable. We are unlimited. But the only thing we have to limit for security purposes is how many emails you can have going out, because you send too many emails out and your IP address will get blacklisted, and if that happens, then our network will suffer for it, and because of that, it'll basically throw security issues. It'll cause a lot of hell if we don't limit the emails. However, we can sell you a VPS with unlimited emails, and you can start your email marketing that way. And we can set up a private email server on a VPS network, and you guys can send your mass emails that way. In fact, we even have a script that we will help you put in place that will allow you to build your own email network, so you don't have to pay for limited features on things like Mailgun or MailChimp or something. We have a script where we can build you your own MailChimp, your own competitor to that, where you can send as many emails as you want, unlimited. We basically have over 10,000 pre-made website templates that our resellers and ambassadors will have access to and can supply to their customers. So not only can the marketers sell them the server, but they can provide the service for a fee of their choosing. We don't take a commission for their choosing of building their site. And then they can access our ambassador program and have access to those scripts, to those websites, those pre-made services. We have medical record softwares for like dental clinics, marketplaces where you could build your own Amazon. We even have software for building social networks or video networks. Basically, we took all the programs that are found on the Code Canyon website, rewrote most of them, rebranded them, and gave them away to our resellers, and only to our resellers. Because at the end of the day, who just wants to sell hosting? Time to start selling services. We're building our own network like Fiverr, where you can provide your services to people on that network and sell our hosting packages as well as your service to build it. At the end of the day, the Freebook network is becoming wildly out of control. It is becoming very, very big, and we want more people using it. And another promotion we're going to throw out for the rest of this year is if you're a legitimate business in the United States only, no foreigners, sorry. We want to bring jobs back to America. No offense. Americans need jobs now more than any. And we're going to also give businesses free ads on the network. It goes included with your hosting package. And one free ad. Any other ads you're going to have to pay for. Now, another feature of Freebook Social, and I should have thrown this out earlier, the more you post, the more you earn in credits. It will literally put credits in your account for every post. And you can use those posts to run ads later on. Or if you're a marketer and you post, you can use those credits to sell those credits to marketers or to ads. Like if you accumulate, say, 500 credits in ads, or in credits from posting, you can turn around and resell those as ad space. So let's say hypothetically you got 500 credits. You charge your customer 2 cents a click, we charge 5 cents a click. You're basically making, let's say hypothetically you do 20 cents a click and we charge 5 cents a click. Well, you're making 15 cents on top of that 20 cents. And that's how our network works. So the more you post, the more you earn, and you can turn around and use those credits to post ads of your own or whatever, resell them, it don't matter to us. And you can also buy stock in the company now through packages. When you go pro on the network, you can buy up to, I believe it's 200 shares on the network. Anything more than that, and you're gonna have to go through our investinfreebook.com is what the website URL is. You can go to freebookweb.com, which is our search engine, and access everything available. On the bottom, it'll have the menus. You can see you have the little options on the bottom, but you also have the 3-layer drop-down menu that has all of it in there. And it'll say investment network. And you can get on there and buy packages. I actually buy private stock in our company because I don't trust the government. I've seen how crooked the government can be. I don't ever want this company on the stock exchange. And we allow people to buy shares in the company, which you can buy up to a certain point on Freebook Social. But if you want more than that, you have to go to the investment network and you buy them in bundles. They're $10 a share. You can buy 1 share all the way up to 5,000 shares. And you can become an investor. And if you resell with us and you reach a certain quota and you meet that quota after 90 days, you can they'll get stock options. By becoming a reseller, becoming an ambassador, and you resell so much over a certain amount of time, you'll be given stock. Instead of paying for it, you'll be given stock options. So we'll say you sold this much. If you want, we can start investing so much of what you sell into stock, and we'll just give you a certain number of stock to start with. And over the course of your reselling career, you'll be basically a part owner of the company. As an ambassador, we expect you to have stock options. We want your return to be as high and awesome as possible. Because at the end of the day, money is what matters, right? Anyway, guys, I wanted to give you guys a video shout out on what we've been working on and what I've been working on for the last 13 years. Freebook is a great network, and I want people to use it. I want people to see it for what it is and realize that your potential to maximize is our primary focus. Because when you grow, we grow. And the more we grow, the more you grow. And one hand washes the other, as my dad would always put it. Stay classy, guys, and remember, the weather here in Springfield has been beautiful. So get out and enjoy life. I'm going to be hitting the businesses pretty hard this year because, after all, I'm an ambassador too. Stay classy, y'all.